Each of us has been blessed with unique talents and abilities, though they may not always be obvious at first glance. For some, spiritual gifts awaken gradually over time, revealing themselves in subtle ways. You may find yourself drawn to help others in times of need, offering guidance or comfort. Or you may have profound insights during prayer or meditation. Some discover healing gifts in their hands or the talent to uplift others with inspired words. Even strange occurrences can signal the awakening of your spiritual gifts. Premonitions in dreams, sensing auras around others, hearing voices or music that seem to come from within. These things may feel puzzling at first, yet they are signs of your soul's blossoming, which longs to be expressed through you in mystical ways. Trust that your spiritual gifts are beginning to bloom in divine timing. Nurture them with an open and grateful heart. Share your gifts wisely, with humility and compassion. In this way, they will multiply and magnify, bringing blessings to many. Keep faith that you are exactly where you need to be on your sacred journey. You've started noticing something different stirring within you. In quiet moments, you feel surges of intuition and insight that seem to come from a wisdom deeper than your conscious mind. During meditation, vivid visions and messages arise that speak to your purpose. A sense of energy in your hands hints at untapped healing gifts. These experiences signify the first rumblings of your spiritual gifts awakening. While they may seem strange or confusing at first, they reveal your soul's calling card, communicating the sacred talents you carried into this life. Learning to interpret the signs and signals of your emerging abilities is the first step in understanding and cultivating your innate spiritual gifts. Pay close attention to repetitive thoughts, images, and sensations during prayer, dreams, or quiet reflection. Make note of any moments when you feel guided to take specific actions, drawn to particular people or places, filled with creative inspiration, or able to intuit information you couldn't know logically. Track patterns in mystical encounters, energy shifts, or moments of divine insight. These provide clues to your soul's purpose and the innate gifts coming online to fulfill it. Start a spiritual journal to record messages and experiences as evidence of your awakening gifts. Note down visions, energetic perceptions, premonitions, as well as instances when you felt divinely guided or connected to a higher wisdom. Over time, discern the themes and consistencies that reveal your special talents. Be open to gifts manifesting in unexpected ways. You may receive divine inspiration through art, writing, or music, or you may be guided in your interactions with others, serving as a conduit of compassion, healing, or light. Appreciate all expressions of your emerging talents. Trust that any glimpses into your gifts, no matter how fleeting, are signs of your soul's blossoming. Nurture these spiritual seeds by creating time and space to listen, reflect, and honor the ways your authentic self wishes to manifest. In stillness, the language of your soul will become clearer, illuminating your sacred path. As your spiritual gifts slowly surface, your next step is uncovering the specific purpose they are designed to fulfill. Your soul incarnated with a divine assignment, a set of goals and services your higher self intends for you to accomplish and contribute. Decoding this is crucial to directing your emerging talents toward your intended mission. Begin by meditating on the question, how can I be of greatest service? Open to any messages, ideas, or callings that come through. Take note if certain groups, causes, or settings seem to magnetize you. These provide hints to where your soul may wish to be of service. Examine the supernatural encounters you've had so far. What needs or skills do these point to? For instance, if you've always been able to heal animals through energy work, this signifies a gift for serving creatures and living beings. Pay attention to the patterns. Listen also for any resistance or fears that arise as you explore potential purposes. Our egos often rebel against the soul's divine plan. Notice areas that elicit discomfort or self-doubt, as these touch on your core spiritual mission. Use meditation, journaling, and time in nature to establish an open communion with your higher self. Request to be shown your true motivations for incarnating. Remain receptive to all messages and revelations. Synchronicities, déjà vu, and prophetic dreams can all provide guidance. As your purpose comes into focus, you may feel called to develop certain skills, take new directions in life, or pursue training related to your spiritual vocation. Follow these intuitive nudges. Visible rewards may not manifest immediately, but trust you are being aligned to your divine role. Keep an attitude of openness as details take shape. Your soul's purpose may unfold gradually over the years. See all gifts and progress as signposts guiding you on the path. There are no wrong turns or diversions if viewed as preparation for understanding your spiritual assignment. With consistent practice and dedication, your higher calling and the sublime reason for your gifts will be revealed. As long as your intention remains pure and your heart open, your soul will conspire with the universe to illuminate your divine plan. Have faith in this process. Now that your spiritual gifts have begun to stir and you have hints of your higher purpose, it's time to consciously develop your abilities through dedicated practice. Just like physical muscles, your spiritual gifts need regular exercise to grow and flourish. Establish a daily spiritual practice, even if for just 10-15 minutes. Meditation, prayer, visualization, and energy work are powerful ways to develop your gifts. Set the intention to open your channel to the highest wisdom. Be receptive to any messages, visions, or healing energy that come through. Over time, these mystical experiences will increase. Keep exploring new modalities that call to you. Try creative practices like art, dance, or writing to express your gifts in new ways. Take classes on healing techniques, energy manipulation, or divination tools aligned with your talents. This provides structure to develop at your own pace. Immerse yourself in nature frequently. Time spent among trees, plants, and animals has a profoundly restorative effect on spiritual sensitivity. Notice the elemental gifts awakened in you: unity with nature, communication with living beings, reading the innate wisdom of the earth. Identify activities that seem to renew your gifts. This may include volunteering, counseling others, creating ritual spaces, or playing uplifting music. Make these a regular part of your routine. When your soul is fulfilled, your gifts flood in. Release expectations about how your abilities should look. Gifts have a way of growing in unexpected directions if given the space. Trust your soul to guide your development through signs and synchronicities. Focus on opening ever more fully. Above all, remember, spiritual gifts are meant to be shared. Use your practice to prepare you for higher service. When your gifts overflow, you cannot help but be a conduit of healing, inspiration, and light wherever you go. Dedicate time each day to spiritual strengthening exercises, no matter how small. Like trickles forming a stream, humble practice will create a steady flow of grace, transforming you into an open channel for your soul's highest purpose. As your spiritual abilities grow stronger through practice, you will feel drawn to share your gifts more openly with others. But it is important to do so mindfully, for both your sake and theirs. Use discretion to determine when, where, and with whom to share your light. First, ensure your vessel is clear and grounded before attempting to transmit through it. Remain anchored in your spiritual practice. Spend time in nature to purify your channels, clear your space energetically, and call in divine protection. Only with a clear conduit can your gifts flow purely. Next, pay attention to inner guidance about when to share your light overtly. Your intuition may prompt you to offer a healing treatment, comforting words, or empathetic ear to someone in need. But take care not to overextend yourself. Your gifts must be nurtured and renewed through self-care. When encountering skeptics, respond with compassion rather than defensiveness. Their doubts often stem from lack of exposure rather than malice. Gently share your truth without needing others to validate it. If met with hostility, retreat and protect your peace. Additionally, call on your spiritual guides and allies for strength and counsel when facing incomprehension. Whether through prayer, meditation, or rituals, reconnect to the greater forces that affirm and support your path. You do not walk alone. Keep perspective through challenging times by remembering that all souls awaken in their trust. Your discernment regarding who is ready to receive your offerings with an open heart. Your light may activate fear or denial in some. Others may misunderstand and misuse your gifts for ego. Reserve your energies for those aligned with truth and appreciation. As you share your light, maintain humility and reverence for the sacred source beyond you. Do not claim gifts as your own doing or seek personal gain. Make clear that you are merely a conduit for divine grace flowing through you from infinite wisdom. Finally, understand that your highest purpose is not always to act, but to hold space compassionately. Often, your silent spiritual presence is what uplifts and empowers others most. Shine your light through being, not doing. As your gifts awaken, the temptation grows to wield them proudly or treat them as novelties. But true spiritual light annihilates the illusion of separation. It awakens us to service, compassion, and seeing divinity in all beings. Use discernment to share from that place of love and wisdom. When done with right intention, opening your gifts to help others can nourish and renew your own journey. Giving and receiving become one. Your light ignites sparks of remembrance in others, while their appreciation fuels you. Shine on. Awakening spiritually often means facing skepticism, even from those closest to you. Loved ones may worry about the unfamiliar path you now walk. Some may dismiss your gifts entirely. It is vital you protect your spark from the rains of critique and doubt, or risk your flame being extinguished. First, be selective about whom you share your spiritual experiences with. Well-meaning loved ones may unintentionally say disheartening things if not ready to understand. Discern who can hold space for your journey with openness. Nurture those connections while limiting time with those who drain you. Secondly, be mindful of where you direct your energy. Avoid spending excessive time in harsh environments or media that can cloud your sensitivity. Limit interaction with those who react from a place of fear or who seek to manipulate spirituality for ego. Mindfully choose what you expose your gifts to. Perfect timing. Focus on maintaining the purity of your own channel, not convincing others. Trust that your dedication will help open the way for those who follow. Most importantly, do not internalize others' doubts in a way that makes you question the truth of your experiences. The noise of the world can drown out the still, small voice within. Go within and affirm your light as bright and real as ever. Shine on. Stay centered in the eye of the storm when buffeted by storms of criticism or disbelief. Express compassion while keeping your inner spark sheltered. In time, your steady light will be recognized and understood by those ready to see. Your awakening gifts are just the first shoots of a larger spiritual unfolding that will continue for lifetimes. While relishing how far you've come, retain the beginner's mindset, remaining ever open, humble, and eager to expand your light further through practice and learning. Explore spiritual traditions and mystical arts beyond those already familiar to you. Our spiritual family is richly diverse, each tradition having wisdom to offer. Investigate paths that call to you, whether shamanism, tarot, sound healing, crystal grids, Reiki, or beyond. Follow what resonates. Seek out mentors and training programs to deepen your understanding of these practices. Learning from experienced guides accelerates your ability to use new modalities skillfully and responsibly. Respect the sacredness of these arts by not dabbling casually without guidance. In addition to new techniques, revisit your original gifts with fresh eyes. How might you develop these in new directions, integrate them with other modalities, or use them in service in ways not yet considered? Re-examine old gifts as you acquire new ones. Make time for retreats at spiritual centers to fully immerse yourself in studying new skills and teachings. Disconnect periodically from ordinary life to drink deeply from these wellsprings of higher wisdom. Come back renewed and inspired. Release attachment to the destinations and milestones you expect on this endless spiritual path. The soul's winding journey never truly ends. There will always be more to learn, experience, and master. Enjoy each step without expecting a final one. Trust that as you seek new teachings with sincere motivation to be of greater service, divinity will orchestrate opportunities for you. Doors will open, resources manifest, and communities welcome you. Your openness attracts grace. Nurture curiosity, humility, and beginner's mind as you expand your gifts. The mysteries of the cosmos are infinite. Even the wisest among us, is ever a student when it comes to the sacred. This mindset keeps your channel clear and your heart open to receive more. The most vital part of your spiritual journey is not the acquisition of gifts, but learning to integrate your awakened abilities into practical action and service. Ground your expanded light into a life of purpose, allowing gifts to guide and illuminate each step. Begin by anchoring a spiritual practice into your daily routine, no matter how busy life becomes. Even small actions, a morning meditation, prayer before meals, journaling before bed, keep you aligned, open, and receptive to guidance. Next, clarify how your gifts point to tangible ways of contributing through work, volunteer efforts, community building, and daily interactions. Identify causes and organizations through which you can share your talents meaningfully. Make spirituality a part of your decision-making process, calling on inner guidance when faced with major life choices about relationships, careers, or relocation. Train to hear this subtle guidance amidst the noise of opinions. Periodically do a life audit to assess how aligned your use of time and energy feels with your soul's purpose. Make adjustments to your priorities and commitments as needed to stay on purpose. Devote time regularly to self-development through courses, workshops, and other growth opportunities related to your gifts. You are both the conduit and the receiver of your own light. Self-nurturance enables greater service. Finally, remember that living your purpose does not always look monumental to outside eyes. Simple acts of compassion, wisdom, and courage in day-to-day life are what truly illuminate the world. Shine your gifts through being. Fulfilling your soul's purpose requires no grand gestures, only consistently walking the path with heart. Let gifts open you ever more fully to each moment. Your presence is enough to light the way for others. Illuminate one step at a time.